So I think I should start by basically saying that I'm not an expert, but I want us to talk today about how good this Neo actually is.
Rocket. 10 meters. Rocket. 3,
This is insane.
2,
Absolutely
1.
insane. Absolutely amazing. I'm doing all of this just with no controller whatsoever. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's insane. To be able to do this and kind of not have to worry about anything. Like, I've got my bag, my camera, and my drone, and I've gone to the park to just take some shots, and that's it. And now it's coming back to me. Amazing. How cool was that? Okay, I'm going to try another one.
Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
So it will now move as I move, which I think is pretty amazing. I mean, look at that. As I walk around, it will just follow me and track me and record me. This is quite amazing, really. That is pretty amazing. I'll try the next one, which is...
Direction track.
Now, direction track is going to follow wherever I go.
Far. Direction track. 3, 2, 1.
So this one, I might take my thing with me so I can film me doing it. But as you can clearly see, it's just going to follow me. And as I'm walking, holding my controller, it's following me. So, look at that. That's pretty amazing, don't you think? And then if I then stop and then start walking backwards, it will start following me. Because it's following me, I'm actually controlling it with my body. So, that is pretty amazing. And if I go over here a little bit, it will just keep following me, I hope. And, I mean, thankfully, I'm not too far away from my bag that I can run if someone tries to take it off me. But yeah, it's literally going to follow as I go around. It's pretty amazing, really, when you think about it. Like, you don't have to, you know, I've got this camera and I've got that one behind me, and it's just following wherever I want it to go. And if I want it to stop, just go back towards it. And now look, it's going to record me as I'm walking towards it. Pretty amazing. And actually, like, just absolutely amazing to be out and be able to do this. You know, we'll talk a little bit more about why I have this camera in a second, because there is a reason, a very specific reason, but it's just to be able to have these kind of shots is mind-blowing.
Follow.
Okay, so the follow is what it says.
Follow. 3, 2, 1.
So here we go again. It's going to follow me as I walk. It will just follow where I go. So if I'm walking in that direction, it will follow me and record. And yeah, I think this is pretty much the creme de la creme of actual basic being able to just record and not have to worry about anything. I mean, yeah, I'm in a field, so, and I've had a few people looking at me thinking, ooh, what's he doing? And yeah, this grass is a little bit high here, but hey, do it for the camera. I better sort of should hold this properly, I suppose. Yeah, but just amazing to be able to film not just this camera, but also the camera behind me. And it's literally watching what I do. So as I walk, it will spin. And yeah, you can probably hear the sound of the propeller a little bit. Maybe in post, you should be able to clean out the sound. But actually, I've got the receiver, so I should be able to plug that into my RC2 controller, which is just amazing, absolutely amazing. And it does exactly what I need it to do, and it follows me. Just absolutely brilliant. Just exactly what I wanted to have when I'm out and about. Just such a great bit of kit. So I think what we'll do now is we'll try droney.
10 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
I mean, how easy is that? You know, when you think you're quite literally using a drone, which it sounds crazy, but like, this was for experts, you know, literally for experts, people that actually know what they're doing. And then there's me, who quite literally has no idea what he's doing, and yet is able to film. It's just amazing. I just can't get my head around how simple this is. And it's the fact that you don't need a controller. So as small as this is, and I mean, if I get my mobile phone and show you, you can kind of see that you've got, this is my mobile phone, there's the drone. They're pretty close in size, right? I've done a few flights already. I'm still using the same battery. I'm just flying this in a field. But just think of the applications for you and your family, or if you're out with your friends, or you're just out and about doing filming, and you don't want to be carrying loads of kit. You can basically just use this camera to do all of the filming that you want. It's that simple. And it begs belief. It's absolutely amazing how easy and how simple it is to be able to do this kind of filming. And as I said at the very beginning, I'm not an expert. I genuinely have got two cameras. I've got my Action 5 Pro and I've got my DJI Neo, and that's it. And I'm able to do all these recording, and I haven't got to worry about anything. And yeah, you know, you've got to be very careful about, there's no obstacle avoidance on this bad boy. So there's a very good chance that if you're, you know, you could fly it into a tree. But I mean, I paid £169 for this. So it's not going to break the bank. Like, not that I want to waste £169, don't get me wrong. But the fact that this is something that it's not £1,000 where you're thinking, oh my God, that's a lot of money. It's not really a lot of money. And yet you'll still be able to get some really great shots. And it's kind of idiot proof. And I absolutely love it. And in all honesty, this is a game changer for me, especially for when I go out with my family. I mean, you know, my kids and my wife are out today, but this would have been perfect to have them out here and just get the drone following them and them running around. It's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but I just want to just basically just get it up in the air and just mess about because I love it so much.
Direction track.
I love the direction track. Do you know what? I genuinely love the direction track.
Far. Direction track.
I love the direction track.
2, 1.
Because, hold on. I'm now going to change my position. Because where I was before, I was just here, just minding my own business. And actually, I'm now, there's quite a few people watching me, so I'm gonna walk out the way. But look at this. I mean, I've got my camera here and I'm able to record and have the drone filming me, and I haven't got to worry about anything. Like, it's just that simple. It's such a great bit of kit. And, you know, I know that I've become a DJI fanboy, and, you know, people can be like, oh God, but I don't think you realize that, well, let me give you some context. So if we go back 6 months, I saw the adverts for the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and I bought it as fast as I could. I literally got the creator combo, And I bought the camera, I bought the drone. It was absolutely amazing. I loved every second of it. But the honest truth was, it's not a simple bit of kit. You need to have a little bit of experience. You just do. You just need to be able to have just that expertise of how to fly the drone. You need to be able to know what you're doing. You need to be able to control it. And let's not talk about the fear I had. And I'm going to use that word fear. I had a fear of crashing it. I know it had that obstacle avoidance, and the obstacle avoidance thing was brilliant, but it was nearly £1,000. So, you know, if I, for God's sake, if I even dropped it, I'd be like, no, that's £1,000. You know, and they talk about anxiety. I had it. I genuinely had that level of anxiety because I was so scared of using it. So I didn't get to enjoy it. Like, I didn't get to do what I'm doing now, which is just go out and film and actually enjoy doing it. And I know that it sounds crazy, but if you're like me, you just want simplicity. You want to be able to record and not have to worry about it. Like, I'm more worried about falling over and actually, you know, making sure that I sound sensible than I am of that drone, which at the moment is flying in the sky filming me. It's crazy. I just think it's absolutely insane that I'm able to do this. And if you're like me, you just want to be able to get some shots, get some nice pictures, and, you know, document some really nice days out from different angles, then hey, make sure you pick up a DJI Neo, because you will just not be disappointed. They are just brilliant. I mean, look at it. You know, yeah, I have become a DJI fanboy. I didn't want to be that way, but it was the fact that the Mini 4 Pro and the quality, don't get me wrong, the quality of the video, and, you know, it's an excellent drone, but it was almost too complicated for me. And because of that complication, actually, let me go this way. Because of that complication, I struggled with it. I actually struggled. I started to find it difficult to be able to use it and get it out and just in general be, you know, to be able to make good videos and at the same time be able to, you know, enjoy what I'm doing. Because that's the thing, you know, like when you're making videos, you're partly thinking about, you're documenting the day, you're documenting your kids, you're documenting your wife, you're documenting your family. But at the same time, you're also thinking, well, I've got nearly £1,000 bit of kit following behind me, and I don't want it to break. I don't want it to go into a tree. I don't want it to get nicked. You know, there's so many things that are going through my mind when I'm filming. And it took away from the enjoyment of actually just being able to film and record and document. And then the DJI Neo came out and everything changed. It suddenly became a pleasure to record, to go out and actually make videos in different circumstances and different areas from different angles. It's been behind me the whole time. It's been behind me the whole time. And it's just amazing. And I think that's going to be the selling point, I believe, to someone like you who's watching this video. You will be thinking to yourself, do I go for the Flip? Do I go for the Neo? Do I go for the 4S? Well, from my take on it, the Flip, bit big, if you ask me. It's a bit big. It's definitely a bigger camera, bigger drone, sorry. It's definitely a bigger drone. It flips, obviously it's smaller, but, you know, it's not the most practical. While the 4S, you need to have a little bit of experience of how to fly it. And if you don't, then you're going to be like how I was, which was, oh, there we go. The battery has just given up.
battery. Aircraft automatically.
Brilliant. So the battery just died on the camera. And so it is time for me to swap it out. I've heard loads of people go on about the battery life is terrible and, and yeah, it's not the best. I mean, my 4S lasted longer than this, but unless you're going to be out all day, like, flying in one consecutive, you're going to be flying out for hours and hours, which you could be. I mean, but if you're just like a regular consumer and you're just trying to just have some fun with the drone, I don't think the battery's that bad, in all honesty. I don't think so. It could just be me, but I didn't think it was that bad. I've walked through that field. I've taken loads of different shots. I've been recording on my DJI as well. And there we have it. I'm back. It's just crazy. I know what we'll do. We'll do a little bit more because there's I want to go down there and see what's in that forest over there. So let's go for a quick walk in that direction.
Follow.
I'll do follow for a bit, I think. Let me just get my bag. And this is my little tiny bag that I'm taking today. Didn't take my massive bag that had everything and this, that and the other because I wasn't meant to be filming for ages. I was only going to do a little bit of filming, but hey.
Far. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
There we go again. Look at him. You going to follow me from far? Look at that. There we go. So now, started walking again. And there he is, following me. Yeah, so if you are just a very, very basic drone operator, you're not interested in trying to get, I shouldn't say you're not trying to get good shots because this still films in 4K. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be the best 4K there is out there, and there's lots of drone specialists in their YouTube videos that will tell you, oh no, the 4K, 30 frames per second is, it's rubbish on the Neo. But I think what you have to remember is, who is this drone being targeted for? It's being targeted for people that are basic. Basic people who just want to be able to record what they're doing, going out on a lovely day like today and just getting some shots. And, yeah, as I said, there's no obstacle avoidance. So we're about to go through a nice little, we're going to go through some low flying trees, and I'm going to hope that it won't get wiped out by the tree branches. But we're going to find out in about 3 seconds. Here we go. And he survived that one. And he's going to hit that tree. Oh. Okay. So he didn't survive that. He didn't survive that one. But then he didn't exactly, fall over and crash and bang. I managed to get it and flip it over before it had a chance to break. But still, I didn't have that, the stress of, oh my God, it's going to hit concrete and smash. I watched a video the other day of a guy who dropped it from like 100 meters in the air, or even higher than that, I think. And when he dropped it, obviously he landed it on grass. It leveled itself. It almost sort of like leveled itself and then landed flat. He pressed a button, it started straight away. This is built well, I think, and it is idiot proof. And I think that if you are if you want to buy yourself a really nice, sensible, cost-effective drone that will get you the shots you need, this is the one to buy. I don't think I can say any more than that. I don't think you are ever going to get anything this good until they bring out something else. I mean, don't get me wrong, they probably will. They always do. They update these things every 5 seconds and you're like, oh, I need to spend more money. But these are brilliant. And yeah, I think I'm going to start up again, I think. Why not? So now I'm filming my drone, filming me. It's mad, isn't it? Absolutely crazy to think that this little thing can film me doing whatever I want. And if I go forwards, okay, Nearly broke my ankle there. But it's that kind of brilliance that you can use to be able to track yourself and at the same time record what you want in your content. And so like now I've got this drone which is following me. I just find it so amazing that I can have this flying. I haven't even pulled out my controller. My controller has not at any stage been pulled out of my bag. So this entire video has been done autonomously. I've just pressed the button and then I've carried on with what I'm doing, and that's what this does. So after spending the last couple of minutes just messing about with the autonomous side of the drone, I then pulled out, as you can see, I've now got the old RC2 controller, and I thought, I know what I'll do. I will take it up for a spin and, well, let's just see where we get on, how we get on.
Home point updated.
The scariest thing is that this smile on my face is like the only smile that I ever did. I just have a permanent smile on my face. It's mad. This is such a great toy, and it's such a great thing to be able to play with and mess about with. And, you know, yeah, the battery's not the longest. I mean, I'm going to be chewing through this battery soon, and then I won't be doing any more flying. But, you know, for family holidays, family vlogs, things like that, I don't think you can get much worse than this, to be honest. I don't think you need the complexities of the 4S or anything like that. You just need a very simple drone that will be able to just capture little shots, and it will just add a little bit of a cherry to your content. You know, it's not going to be the all of it, but it's going to be a little bit of it. And I think yeah, I think I'm going to come over here and land it.
Landing.
It's so easy. It's almost too easy. I love it. Absolutely love it. And the bit I love as well is I can literally fit this in my pocket. Look at this. I don't know if you can capture that on my camera, but that's it. It's in my bag. It's in my pocket. This, however, is a little bit bigger. This would probably fit in my other pocket, but it's just perfect for me. And I actually think it would be perfect for you. Well, you'll probably say to me, you don't know me. How do you know it's be perfect for me? Well, if you're like me and you just want to be able to make, you know, videos for you want to be able to make YouTube videos, you know, small little content, nothing too fancy, and you just want to be able to have a good laugh, I don't think you can get much worse than this, to be honest with you. Genuinely don't think you can. I think that it's the ideal companion for your content. And I think that if you have to do really is just bite the bullet, spend a bit of dosh, you will not be disappointed. It is such a good bit of kit. It's the kind of thing that we've been screaming out for. And I imagine that when this drone first came out, people were probably going, oh, it's too basic. It's not what we want. We want more than this. It needs to do this. It needs to have that. It's got to have all the bells. It needs to be, you know, 8K, and it needs to have a 2-hour battery life, and all these things that realistically, we're getting to the point where now you can hardly fly anywhere. So you're limited to where you can fly, especially in the UK. And obviously I know that there are more stringent laws going on around the world as well. But in general, you want to be able to pick it out, switch it on, get it in the air, get your shots, put it back in your pocket, go about your business. And you want it done very quickly so that you're not going to offend other people who are sharing the space, because that's the point. You don't want to offend other people. You don't want other people in your business. You just want to be able to do your filming and then get on with your way. And I don't think you can do that with the other drones. They're too complicated. There's too many moving parts. There's too many things you've got to do. Whereby with the DJI Neo, within like 25 seconds, you're in the air recording. I mean, I didn't mention, I was flying the Neo for I must have been flying for at least one battery before I realized I hadn't pressed record. Dope. And then suddenly went, oh, I was meant to press record. When you do it autonomously, you don't have to worry about all that. You just press that button and it idiot-proofs it for you so you don't forget to press the record button. Because actually, I'm not the best drone operator, as you can probably tell by my shots. But I don't need to be. I just need to have some shots in the air of, you know, me when I'm with my wife and my children. We'll be out and about. And, you know, we've got a holiday coming up soon. I want to be able to get and document that from different angles. So it's almost like a no-brainer. I'm definitely going to be... See, now the sun is in my eyes. So I should have the sun facing me. Yes. I didn't want this video to be too long because I didn't want to waffle. And obviously, there are people out there with a lot more expertise and know a lot more about this camera than I. I'm hoping that this video will interest the basic person who doesn't know a lot about drones and is in two minds as to what they're going to buy. Are they going to go with the DJI Flip? Are they going to go with the Neo? Or are they going to go and get the Mini 4 Pro and above? You know, do they want FPVs and all these more complicated things that I don't think I want? I just want, me personally, obviously, this is what I want. I'm not saying that you want that. But if you're like me, then you just want to have a drone you can have a bit of fun with. Because there's that as well. You've got to have fun. You need to be able to enjoy using it. And you want to be able to record, film bits of content, and generally just have a good laugh. If that's what you're after, then the Neo is the one, and you'll be thanking me that you purchased it. If you've already got one, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that ease, that complete, oh, that was very simple. I didn't have to worry about that. So my channel I've been doing lots of different things on my channel. I'm not a camera guy. I like to do vlogs, but I just felt like this was the perfect opportunity to talk about the kit that I use when I make videos. And hey, I'm in a field near where I live. I thought, why not just get talking? But if you did like this video and you like what I've said and you'd like to see more of my content, please hit the subscribe button, as obviously it will really help me to grow and it will help me to produce even more fantastic content. I say fantastic, I'm jumping the gun there. I make content. If you like what you've seen, please hit the thumbs up as well, and share this to anybody who's in the mindset that maybe they might be considering getting themselves a drone. If they are that person, show them this video, and I hope that what I've put together is enjoyable. And yes, I've called that a wrap. It's been a great day. In true fashion, in the English weather, it did actually say it's going to rain today, so I put on this thick coat, only for it to realise that it is now actually quite warm and I am boiling. But yes, I think that will be the end of my day, and take care, people. Peace out. Subscribe. See you in the next one.